The following review is intended for entertainment purposes and targeted for adult fans of the series.
Drive a Ferrari or whatever, that's, a different story. But, hello there, heroes. I'm the Orange Ranger, and would you look at what I found? This is my review of the Power Rangers Dino Fury Morpher, the very first toy from the Dino Fury toy line. I feel like I've had other Morphers that I've gotten before the season actually began, but for some reason this feels very early, probably because while they do come out around this time, it usually takes them a lot longer to get to me. What made me look for this today, which is Sunday, January 3rd, by the way, I had just watched my Miami Dolphins get curb stomped by the Buffalo Bills. We did not end up qualifying for the playoffs. Right after that game ended, I was looking on Twitter and I saw a post from Ranger Liz that said that she had found the Dino Fury Morpher out in the wild. What the heck? Got in the car, drove over to Target, and sure enough, they had 4 of the things. So I was able to snag one. This is getting kind of derided as a Happy Meal box. This kind of bag-like sort of, half triangular, half rectangular with a little hook for it to hang kind of thing. This design is incredibly more convenient for retail. Trust somebody who works in retail, because the bottom is a box that can be put flat on a shelf, and then it has a hook on the top so you can also hang it. The box itself is very colorful and conveys kind of a wild sense, even though it has very muted colors on it. Primary colors that you're seeing are black and blue and gray. There's a little bit of red and a little bit of gold and a little bit of orange, but it's a very muted color scheme, but just at the same time conveying kind of a wild, primal sort of energy to it. Here it says here that the key included unlocks sounds, and it says that in a bunch of different languages, shows you that it goes into the back there. There is a try me button, as you see right here, to push the button for that. We'll do that in a moment after we look at the box. When these batteries run out, it just needs 2 AAAs. A nice shot here on the box of our brand new Red Ranger. We know that his name is Zato and he is an alien, and that's all we know. You can see the Morpher here in the box. I like its design. I'll speak more on that when I actually get it out of the box, but it's got good paint. This eye is actually molded in a nice shade of green, sparkly silver on this piece and some sparkly gold down here. It looks very nice. There's a little key on the inside that's going to be the Try Me key, for the functionality that you're going to get just with the Morpher itself. So we'll talk about that again when we open it up here. Come to the side of the box there, and you see Zato, the Red Ranger, right there. We're going to go around to the other side of the box, and you got this kid, who we're going to be seeing more in a minute, that he is the display one. I will say here, and I made digital zoom to show you, the key he's got in there is different. It's not the little Try Me key, so that's a key that comes with something else. Dino Fury logo, which I actually like. It's kind of unbalanced to the flat Power Rangers word mark, but the Dino Fury logo itself I actually like. We come on the back, and there's that kid again. Different expression. He's smiling over here, a little more determined over here. I have to turn it diagonal so the box doesn't glare. You can see a little better there what I was talking about with that key being different. We have the indication here that that visor piece on the dinosaur flips around. You see what it looks like on the wrist there. It's a little bigger, at least on his wrist, than I thought. We'll see what it looks like on mine. All those warnings and etc., etc. There obviously is no top of the box this time around. On the bottom, more warnings and etc., etc. Once again, very simple and pictograph-based instructions here. On the back here, instructions how to strap it on your wrist, turn it on, you press the button, in goes the key, flip around the willy-doo, and then you can wave it and punch and it makes sounds very similar to the Beast X Morpher. Right off the bat, we've got a pretty significant problem. You might remember me mentioning when I did my Beast X Morpher review that the Velcro strap around the Morpher just barely connected on my wrist. The 2 sides of the Velcro on the strap would not connect around my wrist at all. You may wonder how I have it on now. That's a little bit of ingenuity. I have some Velcro poster hanging straps, if you know what I'm talking about, and I attached 2 of them to each other, so both sides were Velcro facing out, and they attach to both sides and hold on. I wouldn't shake my hand all that much this way, but that is something that can be done. But if you are going to want to wear this in like a cosplay kind of a purpose or whatever, you are going to need an extender strap for this, because unless you're a child or have a very small wrist, I don't think this is going to work for you. The strap is child-sized. All right, that being said, the power switch is located conveniently back here on this side of the Morpher right there. And again, just like the other one, it has demo and then a full-on setting. We go into demo mode. And again, similar to the Beast X Morpher, turning the Morpher on doesn't actually do anything. It is all activated by this red button right here. And I'm going to tell you right now, it plays some long and actually really good sounding jingles. I'm not going to hold my breath that anything in this Morpher is on Dino Fury, but in this case, I hope that it is, because it's got some great music in it. That's very clearly a morphing tune, and you can sort of, that sounds kind of like a rewrite, like an actual rewrite of Mighty Morphin. It doesn't sound like it's just reversioned or anything. It sounds kind of reorchestrated and worked in. So I think that's really cool. It loops, which sounds like it's waiting for you to press the buttons. Now, interestingly, that sounded like it looped too. That time it kind of depowered right after that, which would indicate to me that that's everything you're getting in the Morpher. That's really energetic, powerful, really good rock music, such as the kind that you would associate with Power Rangers. So again, I'm not assuming by any means that that music is going to be in the show, but if it is, that's great, because that's great music. All right, let's flip the Morpher into actual Morpher mode. This is the key that comes with the Morpher. Again, it's going to have the little assortment of sounds that let you do some stuff with it, just having the Morpher. There are going to be keys, again, just like the keys that came with the Beast Morphers figures, with basically every figure, every toy, etc., etc. It is the collectible gimmick this year. You can see on the front here, and again, this will be a closer up shot that I get for you all to cut in here, but you can see kind of the logo dinosaur head, and then it's funny, it's clearly a shield and clearly a sword, but on the back it looks like a giant T-Rex head holding a shield and a sword, which is weird. You flip it onto the back here, this gets kind of interesting. Because this image that you have on here is not directly associated with the Sentai that's being adapted, Ryu Soldier. It's very clearly based on it. It kind of looks like Max Ryu Soul Red, a power-up for the Red Senshi in this season that would be a part of Dino Fury at some point, obviously, but the design is different. There's wings on the helmet. And it definitely just looks different. So a lot of people are right off the bat wondering if this is going to be some kind of original element to the show. On your Dino Fury Morpher, the keys go in back here behind the dinosaur's head. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool. So again, we have motion activated sounds, but being a very sword-based season, you hear swords whistling and swords clanging, but we have punches again. Wait. the key in. Putting it in, you're going to want the head to face down. You're going to see the way that it fits in. Uh-oh. I am really confused. What? So, according to the directions right here, you press the button, put the key in, and then flip the visor around. So we're going to do it that way. It's actually kind of neat to have the Morpher so early on that I'm not really sure if I'm doing it right because I haven't seen the Rangers morph. There's been nothing about that. I will slip this in here because it's as good an opportunity as any to say that I am not actually a fan of Ryusoulger. I didn't find it offensively bad like Ninja. I just found it to be an incredibly boring season. I like to refer to it as 40 episodes of filler. Just single episode after single episode. There aren't really arcs. There isn't really any story development. Press the button. Insert the key, which does not go in easily. Flip the visor. That sounds like hold music. These are the instructions. Press the button, insert the key, flip the thing. And it doesn't say press the button again. I think you do need to press the button again, so I'm going to try that, but this is just a little annoying. Oh, yeah, so... That sounds right, but it's just disappointing. Okay, motion sounds with Chomp. With it on, pulling the key out. Wait. It makes motion sounds while the music's playing. That's different. Okay. I kind of feel like I'm just flailing around with this thing at this point. I really don't know what the sounds mean. I really don't know how to tell what's what. I think I activated the appropriate morph sequence, but I really don't have any way of being sure about that when the show actually airs and we can see how they, you know, press the button and put in the key and doing the whatever. We can see how that ends up working out. This is the first Morpher where I'm actually taking significant points away, and I'm not really going to give this thing like a numerical score, but just taking points off for the instructions not being very clear. Like I said, the sequence seemed to be push the button, put in the key, flip the visor, and apparently you had to push the button again, and it makes a very simple little, you know, the shortest and simplest little jingle in this thing. So, I mean, I don't know. I like the way it looks. It's almost a to be determined at this point as far as functionality because I'll want to compare it to how they do it on the show and get some other keys in it and see what happens, I guess. It's definitely not as clear-cut as the Beast X Morpher was, which is both a pro and a con, because the whole voice in the Morpher for the Beast X Morpher that was like, move me around, say it's morphing time, you know, broke the immersion a little bit, because it's like the toy is talking to me and telling me how to play with the toy, you know, whereas if I want to pretend that this thing is a Morpher, it's not going to be, you know, saying, now do this thing, put the key in. I like the look of it. It is a little more simplistically painted, I think I'll say, than the Beast X Morpher. I mean, it's beautifully painted where it is, but the bottom of it is kind of a big chunk of black plastic. It does seem like a little bit of a cutback, which, I mean, is understandable, and really it's just more basic functionality, where, you know, the Beast X Morpher, based on the Buster Brace, it had things that it had to do and how it had to be painted and everything. This is a more simplistic Morpher, and that may have been part of the decision process for adapting the Sentai. You know, I can't really be sure. Again, the trend with Hasbro's design aesthetic seems to be, like, really well detailed on the parts you're going to be looking at the most, and not really detailed in the areas you can get away with. So, take that for what it's worth. Speaking of what it's worth, this is an area where the Morpher actually gained some points, because it costs less than I thought it did. This only cost $19.99. This is $20. I want to say the Beast X Morpher was at least $25. So in terms of getting what you pay for, this is actually pretty nice. This is a $20 Morpher. I'm okay with that. Again, the key has that nice holographic sticker on it. It's very shiny, very nice, and may hint at something to come down the line. My biggest drawback is that I don't know how to play with this yet, because the instructions are unclear, and I haven't seen the show yet. I would give this Morpher a light recommendation. If you're someone who likes to play with the Morpher a lot, I would actually suggest waiting until Dino Fury airs, or at least we get some like preview clips, we see the first morph, etc., etc. If you're somebody like me that you're just going to get the Morpher every year, it's going to be part of your collection, then I would say to go ahead and get it. It's at a good price right now. It's not, you know, if this was at a $30 or even $25 price point, I might suggest waiting for it to come down a little bit, but at $20, grab one. It's a good thing. That is going to wrap up this Power Rangers Dino Fury Morpher review. Again, I'm just really thrilled to have this so soon. I'm just kind of used to this time of year to feeling this jealousy of seeing other people see these in their stores and knowing it would take so long before it finally got here. I have the Dino Fury Morpher, and we don't even know when that season is starting yet. So that's just really cool for me. One thing I do want to say a little more directly than I usually do is that toy reviews on my channel are really made more possible by the support of my patrons. The bulk of my content is always going to be free for everybody, because I'm passionate about providing that content to the Ranger fandom. What I'm trying to get to saying is that if you really appreciate my content and you really value my videos and like what I do here, and it is financially comfortable, not even just financially possible, but financially comfortable for you to do so, I would really strongly ask you to check out my Patreon. That's going to be patreon.com/OrangeRangerVideos, and just provide whatever support you can. Even if you can't support my channel financially, that's okay, that's fine. Share my videos, let other people know about me. If you can't support the channel financially, you sharing the videos could get them to someone who will like them as well and can support the channel financially. And as my lovely reviewing undershirt here shows, I do have a Teespring store. That is teespring.com/stores/orange-ranger-videos. I've got shirts with both my old channel logo and my new channel logo, as well as mugs, masks, shirts for both men and women, and other neat things that you just couldn't even possibly imagine the fun. And Orange Ranger videos, get it in your life, drink your coffee out of it, wear it on your mask on your face to prevent from the COVID or whatever. And I would greatly appreciate anybody checking out that store and seeing if there's something you'd like on there. That is going to wrap up this video. Thank you all so much, as always, for watching. And just one more time, really, really cool that I was able to do this so soon. If you like these type of toy reviews and things like this, toy reviews, comic reviews, TV show reviews, etc., 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 Please make sure you subscribe to my channel to see all of my videos and ring the bell, get your notifications set up so you'll be notified whenever I post brand new videos. Make sure to like the video by hitting that thumbs up button down below, and while you're down there, let me know what you think of this. What do you think of the Dino Fury Morpher? If you have one, did the instructions confuse you? Are the sounds confusing? What did you think about the strap being so short? Let me know about all of that down in the comments below, what you thought of my review of it. If you don't have it, is my review going to make it more or less likely that you're going to go pick one up? All of that down in the comments below, let me know about that. That's going to wrap up this Morpher review. Thank you all so much as always for watching, and until next time, may the power of the dinosaurs protect you.